Sam is not here. He still just woke up. We're just going to play a new game, just me. It is called the Stanley Parable. It looks really fun. So let's please enter the correct time. 7:37. 7. Okay. Never played this game, guys. It looks really fun. Begin this game. Let's see.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, so that was the
something
thing.
Something very peculiar happened.
Ooh.
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So guys, my friend told me about this game. So there's a bunch of different endings.
Were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Perhaps
he had simply missed
my mom did. What? So guys, we're going to go to the meeting room, I guess. Let's get the ending where we only listen to this guy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievingly amazing work all the time, every day. Oh. Okay. Let's go to the boss's office.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Here we are.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Okay.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
8.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This is getting eerie. Ooh, elevator. This is getting actually like so cool. Then
descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself. to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, we're in some creepy...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Should I escape? I'm not going to escape. Because we're doing the ending where we always listen to him, so... Mind Control Facility. This is going for... Guess I'm going to press that.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I guess I'm going there. Where is it? Oh, just a camera button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh my god. So guys, we're gonna go here, but this is creepy. They're watching everyone, the company.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No,
This is such a cool
he
game.
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Where
It
are we
was
going?
unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had
Where
he
are we
truly
going?
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Where are we?
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. I guess I pressed 5. There we go. One controls idle. Awaiting input. Okay, so I guess we disable them here. System power. Oh.
Blackness
I can't
and
see
a
this
rising
one.
chill of
Oh,
uncertainty.
you're supposed to know.
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight
We're gonna get
streamed into
another
the
ending
chamber,
next.
he
I don't know
realized
which
none
ending.
of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Let me go further.
No
Okay.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oh look, there's a house. I wanna go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay. Oh, I got a trophy. Let's go. Beat the game. Yeah, get your first trophy. Okay, I think I know which ending we're gonna get.
All of his co-workers were gone.
My
What did it mean?
friend told me about
Stanley
this.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
We're
memo.
gonna go through the blue door now. No, sorry, not blue door. My cousin told me about a blue
When
door. I
Stanley
got
came to a
confused.
set of two
We're
open
going
doors,
to the door on
he
the
entered.
right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Did he?
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, he didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but... Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Look, my cousin told me to go
listen
on
carefully, this is
the
important.
blue side.
Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly.
He said it's
Stanley
behind.
walked through the red... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here.
Isn't
I
this...
haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that?
This is a funny one.
And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Go
ahead, Stanley. Take it for a... Okay, I'm going to stop you there.
Let's see.
Tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically.
Oh, shut up.
That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What the fuck? The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard? He's good. He beat the game in 2 seconds. What? 1250. All of these are quite mad. Seven. That's not true. No, it's not true. Okay, but that's not true. What happens if I go on this blue door again? Yeah, I'll go through here. That's
Now,
what I said.
would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through
Watch,
doors?
I'm gonna go on again.
Honest
Because
answers,
I'm not.
please.
My friend said I mustn't listen to one thing he
I nearly
says.
forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some
Don't
playtesting.
ever
You
listen
wouldn't
to
mind
him to
taking a
get
look at it, would
sending.
you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Let's
In
see.
this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly
Okay,
confronting
I'm not
the
gonna
demands
guess. So
of
what?
family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Okay, let's see. Am I gonna press the button or not?
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
To
Because if
spite
it's the
you.
latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Let's see where we're going.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley.
Why?
And it seems there's even more.
What the flip?
Come, let's
That
venture
is so
outward
sus.
and see
Why
what
does he
else is
like
out
this
there.
game? But we're gonna go out, and I think maybe that where are we going? Ooh, tower. I wish we could jump in this game. It's kind of bugging.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Yes.
It is. It's an open world game.
I love
Good God,
open
quickly
world
block it
games.
off.
No, stop.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close
I hate
call.
you.
You really wanted
Never
off into
fall through
that
the walls.
thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just
Oh
go
my
in any...
god.
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out
Oh
of the
my
woods now,
god.
Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find
Ooh,
another
that's
game.
a small hole.
Preferably
Bet
something
we
with
could slip through
walls.
that.
Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Can't fit through.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Creepy tower. That was a weird game, so Rocket League.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what
Rocket
I had in
League.
mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is
God,
game
why
design.
are we in Rocket League?
Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I guess we're playing Rocket League.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the
Sports
bases
ball.
and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
It's soccer.
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Whoa, I can run fast now. Woo! I couldn't even run before. Mate,
Hold on. What are you doing?
what are we doing? Wait, what the flip just happened? No, I did that on purpose.
Stanley, don't do that.
I mean,
I
it
can't
was a
follow you there.
tunnel
I can't
twist.
help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You
Filling
know that, Stanley.
cabinets through here. Oh, another hole, obviously. Where am I? What the flip is this place? Guess I'm going through here. Here. Yeah. Where am I? Oh, lights. Four two seven. Oh my god, this is my office. Right. What else is there? Oh my god, now what?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Okay.
I can wait.
Now what? What? Oh, I beat it. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This guy's getting so baggy. Wish there was a skip.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
We're going to go to the first door on our left.
This room. What a beauty. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I'm bad at following directions.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Sam's watching
to wander about
us
and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go from here. It's left.
That's the left.
Oh no, it's to the right. My mistake.
Oh.
No,
Oh
not the
my
right.
God.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
What was
It's clearly...
thinking?
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Guys, just say hello. I'm on YouTube right now.
No, let's see, we went down right, left,
Gabriel, I'm doing a live
left,
stream.
right. Yep, okay, yes. I've
It's
got
not
it
fun
now.
now.
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Look. The ASCII game.
No. This isn't
Mind
right at all. You're
control
not supposed to be
facility.
here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay,
No.
okay. We just have to get back to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the
why is he
beginning.
restarting
And this
it?
time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, we started again.
When
What?
Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story
This
somewhere?
gives me backroomy vibes. I mean, look at the
Why
floor.
am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Broken
It was right
lights.
here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley, let's find
Let's go
the
through
story.
here. Did bro just... No, what is happening? This way? I'm guessing... I have no idea what's happening, but I guess I'm going this way. Okay, here, 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 here.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh my god, stop restarting.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's see if there's any new doors this time.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay, let's see if we missed anything. I didn't see anything that was missed.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. This is such a trippy game. What the?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the
This
story?
looks like the boss's office a bit.
I can't
Same
quite
word.
recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Yeah, you have to restart. I mean, I didn't really...
All right, I've got a
Stanley
solution.
Parable
This
Adventure
time, to
Line.
make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just
so
follow the line.
guess we're going
How
this
simple
way.
is that?
Okay. I'm following.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or
Up
to put
the
it another way,
stairs, what?
is the story of no destination
What?
still a story?
Okay.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
This is so crazy.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in
Okay,
the
so then I'll
story.
screenshot it.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Yeah, screenshot. There we go. I feel like it's not going to...
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, No, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Where am I supposed to go? I'm just gonna go back here and see what's happening.
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Okay. Let's go somewhere where there's no lines. No lines. No lines! Okay, we're going this way, I guess. What? You didn't. So? No, it doesn't. I'm just not following the game correctly. I wasn't listening. What?
No, not again.
Yes.
How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
I hate this line. No, why is he back? Okay.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild.
Are we going in circles?
Use your imagination. Whatever it might
No,
be,
we're
Stanley,
not.
I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it. We should be fine.
Guess we're following the line now, but... Oh, it's gone. Well, I'm just scratching my nose, guys.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Should I?
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Confusion ending.
The confusion ending? You're telling me that's what this is?
17
it's all
minutes.
One giant ending?
Yes.
And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
We did.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't
I did it
do
for
it.
17 minutes, not 18.
And the timer
Oh,
stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
I'm spamming it. Can you hear that?
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
This is so funny.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
What? Okay.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Now,
room.
remember
Perhaps he
when
had
we went
simply
down
missed
that
the memo.
elevator? Guys, this is going to be our last ending for today. Remember when
When
we went
Stanley
down
came
that
to a set of two
elevator?
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
So, yeah,
Perhaps he
we
wanted
went to the
stop by
first door to our
employee lounge
left,
first,
and
just
then
to
we went
admire
down
it.
an elevator. We're not going to do that this
The
time.
lounge was
Don't know what's
sublime,
going to
a
happen.
work of art.
Haven't heard of
But
this
eager
ending.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he'd
No,
come
we're
into
just
a
going to go
staircase,
down, I
Stanley
think.
walked upstairs to his
Let's see
boss's
what
office.
happens, because that's leading me on the right track.
But Stanley just
And I'm
couldn't do
here,
it.
I guess.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
go here.
He might be fired for that. And in such a
What does his
competitive
mug
economy,
say?
why had he taken that risk?
You're fired.
All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something
This is
occurred to
familiar.
Stanley. Maybe, he thought
This
to
is
himself,
familiar.
maybe I am crazy. All of my
What
co-workers
the
blinking mysteriously
Because they're
out of
saying the same
existence in a
thing.
single moment for
You're
no
fired.
reason
What
at
the
all.
hell?
None of it made any logical sense.
It's the same
And as Stanley
thing.
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter,
That's pretty-
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply
Yeah.
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
This is such a cool ending. Look, it's
What
a
a
loop.
relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an
What does
explanation.
this say?
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose
Coffee
his job.
mat.
He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa!
Then he imagined
floating.
himself soaring through space on a
Oh, no,
magical
that's
star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
What?
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
What?
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility
What if I
for
walk
himself?
backwards? Will that do something?
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
What?
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
Guys, this is our last
I want my
inning for today.
apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh, no, wait, what? What? I'm back here.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real.
Everything's
Can anyone
red.
hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Why does that keep happening?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What? Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Wait, guys, I just need to say something. That my favorite ending for today was definitely the one with Orange and the new game and Rocket League, okay?
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh my god.
Although she would soon
Mariella?
turn to call for
That's
ambulance,
Stanley!
for just a few brief moments,
The dead man.
she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh, okay, we're back. So guys, put to menu. Okay, so that was a very fun game. I think that was like a 10 out of 10 game. And I'm going to stop this live stream. Bye everyone.